dear children, we are going to continue the same chapter, decimals, from book 2, and we are dealing with the number. Next, let's descend the decimals given here. 61.16, 61.61, 61.06, 61.36. Now, here the decimals given are all like, so no need to make them again like. Okay, so we shall directly compare them. So let's write. First we have to write the greatest decimal, okay, as we are descending them. So 61, 61, 61. So in whole part, all decimals having 61. Let's compare the decimal part. So the decimal part, let's compare the tens place first. So in tens place, if we compare this decimal having 6, so we shall write this decimal first. 61.61 is greater than. Next, let's compare this decimals. So here we have the second decimal, that is 61.36, which is greater than. Then we have to write this decimal 61.16, and at the last we have to write which is greater than 61.06. So this is how we have descended the decimals. Now let's see these decimals. Now if you see 8.67, 80.003, 80.2, now these are unlike decimals. Let's make them like. So 8.670, we have to make all decimals of 3 digits in its decimal part. Therefore, this decimal, the middle decimal, we have to write as it is 003, 80.200. So now we have got the like decimals here. So let's descend them. To descend, we have to first compare the whole part. So in whole part, here is 8, here is 80, here is 80. So we have to choose the greatest decimal. Therefore, we have to choose the decimal amongst this. Now if we compare the whole number, 80 and 80 is same. Let's compare the tens place. Here is 0, here is 2. So 2 is always greater than 0. Therefore, let's write this decimal first. Therefore, 80.200 is greater than. Next, I have to write this decimal 80.003, which is greater than 8.670. This is how we have compared the decimals and we have descended them. Hope you have understood this. Concept addition of decimals. So to add decimals, we have to follow some rules or steps. So let's see the steps. Arrange the given decimals as per decimal place value chart. So you have seen in last video decimal place value chart. So now we have to arrange the decimals as per the place value chart. Then only we will be able to simplify further. Change the decimal into like decimal. Yes, it is very important. If the decimals are unlike, we have to make them like and then we have to arrange them to add further. Add as usual and put the decimal point in the sum. Yes, we have to carry the usual addition method. The only thing we have to keep in mind that we have to put decimal point. We should not forget to put the decimal point. So let's solve an example for better understanding. Here we are having exercise 3.3. First question, arrange in column and add. So we are going to carry the column addition here. So let's see here the first example, D. So let's write. If you see here the problem, 90.354 plus 60.9, these are unlike decimals. So first we shall make them like. So we have to make the decimal part in terms of 3 digit. Okay, so 90.354 plus 60.900. So this is how we have rewritten the number. So let's arrange them. 90.354 plus 60.900. So let's add now. 4 plus 0 is 4, 5 plus 0 is 5, 9 plus 3 is 12. To here, 1 carry goes to the next number. Put the decimal point. 1 plus 0 is 1. 9 plus 6 is 15. Therefore, the sum is 151.254. Similarly, we shall solve the next example also. So the first step while solving is they have to check whether the given decimals are like or not. So if we see the decimal part of the given number is same, therefore these are like decimals. Now let's arrange them in a particular order. So in addition you can arrange numbers in any order, but in subtraction we have to write the greatest decimal at the top. So let's write the decimals. 265.201. Then we have 7. So 7 we have to write at ones column. There are no numbers at tens and hundreds column, so put 0.125. Further, let's write the last add-in. 2 write at ones column, 0, 0 at tens and hundreds column, 0.905. Now let's add them. Let's carry the column addition. 5 plus 5 is 10 plus 1, 11. 1 here, 1 carry. 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 0 is 3. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 2, 12. 1 carry. Put the decimal point. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 plus 7 is 13. Plus 2 is 15. 6 plus 1 is 7. Plus 0 is 7. 2 plus 0 is 2. Therefore, the expected sum is 275.231. Now let's compare the following decimals. We have to put lesser, greater, lesser or equal sign. Now here they have given the sum of this and sum of this we have to compare. So for that, let's write the sum of these first. So when we add these decimals, we'll get the sum 23.09, and when we add these decimals, we'll get 22.96. And if we compare the whole number, 23 is greater than 22, therefore here comes greater sign. Next, let's compare this. So here they have given direct number, and here we have to find the sum. So let's compare this. We have to first add this together. Let's start them. After adding, we'll get the sum 25.6. So if we compare the whole part, 28 is greater than 25. Therefore, we have to put greater sign. Next, let's find the sum of these. If you compare here, the sum of this is 5.59 and the given decimal is here 3.05. So if we compare whole part, 5 is greater than 3. So here also will come greater sign. Now let's see the next concept, subtraction of decimal. So let's see how to do subtraction. Change into like decimal. The first step is we have to change the decimals into like decimals. Arrange the given decimals in proper order as per place value chart. So yes, we have to make them like decimal first. Then we have to write the greatest number at the top, and that too as per decimal place value chart, and then we have to subtract in a usual manner by keeping the decimal point in mind. Okay, so let's do here. So here we have to do the column subtraction. Exercise 3.4, first question, subtract. So just see here the fraction given, 322.8 minus 210.304. So let's make them like first. Increasing 0 at the right side won't alter its value, isn't it? So I have made it like now. So 0 plus 4 is 6. Okay, so from 0 4 doesn't go, so we have to take carry. It will become 10. This will become 9. This will become 7. So from 10 4 goes out, remains 6. From 9 0 goes out, remains 9. From 7 3 goes out, remains 4. Put the decimal point. From 2 0 goes out, remains 2. From 2 1 goes out, remains 1. From 3 2 goes out, remains 1. Therefore, what is the difference obtained? 112.496. Similarly, we shall solve this example also. Arrange in columns and subtract. So this is unlike decimal. Make it like by increasing 0 at the right side. Therefore, from 0 5 doesn't goes, make it 10. Make this 4, then from 4 6 doesn't goes, take carry, make it 14. Then this will become 1. From 1 3 doesn't goes, make it 11. Make this 8. From 8 8 goes out. So we have to stop taking borrow, and here we should put the subtraction sign. Now let's subtract in a usual manner. From 10 5 goes out, remains 5. From 14 6 goes out, remains 8. Put the decimal point. From 11 3 goes out, remains 8. From 8, 8 goes out, remains 0. From 4, 2 goes out, remains 2. So what difference we have obtained? 208.85. Similarly, we shall solve H example also. This is also unlike, make it like. So now from 0, 7 doesn't go, take carry, make it 10, make this 2. From 2, 0 goes out, so no need to take borrow again. From 10, 7 goes out, remains 3. From 2, 0 goes out, remains 2. Put the decimal point. From 5, 2 goes out, remains 3. From 1, 1 goes out, remains 0. Therefore, the difference is 3.23. Hope you have understood up to here. Now let's see the next part of this chapter. Addition and subtraction of decimals. So we have few steps to be carried. Steps. First, add all the numbers with plus sign. Add all the numbers with minus sign. Subtract the result obtained in step 1 and 2. Yes. So let's see here. We have an example from exercise 3.5. Solve the following. 1.43.016 minus 50.505 minus 39.27 plus 15.005. If you see, few decimals are unlike. So first we shall make them like. So let's rewrite the given decimals. So this decimal we have to write as it is. 143.016 minus 50.505 minus 39.270. I have increased 10 to make decimal part of same number of digits, plus 15.005. Now we shall follow steps as given here. So I'll write here step 1. Step 1. Add the numbers with plus sign. So now let's see where are the decimals with plus sign. Here is no sign, that means here is a plus sign. Always the sign of the decimal remains at the left side. Okay, so here is a plus sign. So the sign of this decimal is plus, sign of this decimal is minus, sign of this decimal is minus, and sign of this decimal is plus. So this and these decimals are having plus sign. So let's write them. So 143.016 plus 15.005. So 5 at 1's place, 1 at 10's place, 0.005. 6 plus 5 is 11. 1 here, 1 carry. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 0 is 2. 0 plus 0 is 0. Put the decimal point. 5 plus 3 is 8. 4 plus 1 is 5. And here at hundreds place there is no digit. So write 0. 1 plus 0 is 1. Now step 2. Add the decimals with minus sign. So now we have to just see the leftover decimals. So this and this decimal having minus sign. So let's add them together. 50.505 plus 39.270. 5 plus 0, 5. 7 plus 0, 7. 5 plus 2, 7. Put the decimal point. 9 plus 0, 9. 5 plus 3, 8. So we have got this decimal. Now we have to carry step 3. Step 3 is subtract. Subtract. Now what we have to subtract? 89.775 from 158.021. Subtract 89.775 from 158.021. So let's do that. We will get difference after subtracting 158.021 minus 89.775. The difference is 69.236. Therefore, the final answer is this. So let's write the whole problem, and that equals to this answer, and hence the answer. Similarly, we shall solve this example. We have to follow the same procedure. First, we shall arrange the decimals. If it is unlike, if we see the decimals, the last number is having only whole part, it is not having decimal part. So let's write the given problem again. 4.665 minus 3.102 plus 11.121 minus 2.000. Okay, so here all fractions are, all decimals are like now. So now we can add and subtract as per the steps given here. So let's write the first step. Step 1, add the decimals with plus sign. Therefore, this decimal and this decimal are having plus sign. Therefore, let's add them. 4.665 plus 11.121, that equals to 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, 6 plus 1 is 7, 4 plus 1 is 5, and 1 plus 0 is 1. Okay, so now the step 2, add the decimals with minus sign. Yeah, now let's add the decimals with minus sign. So this and this decimal is having minus sign. Therefore, 3.102 plus 2.000. 2 plus 0, 2, 0 plus 0, 0, 1 plus 0, 1, 3 plus 2 is 5. Now, step 3. What we have to do? We have to subtract 5.102 from 15.786. Therefore, 15.786 from greatest number, always we have to subtract smallest number, 5.102. Therefore, the answer will be, let's carry the rough work here and we'll write answer here. As I do not have place there, 15.786 minus 5.102. From 6, 2 goes out, remains 4. From 8, 0 goes out, remains 8. From 7, 1 goes out, remains 6. Put the decimal point. From 5, 5 goes out, remains 0. From 1, 0 goes out, remains 1. Therefore, our answer is 10.684. And the same answer, therefore, the final statement will be, we have to write this whole problem and then we have to write the final answer in front of that by putting equal sign, 10.684. Hope you have understood this. Now we shall see word problems. So we have here the first word problem from exercise 3.6. Karan bought 13.56 meter of white cotton cloth and 26.6 meter of black cotton cloth. How much total cloth did he buy? So from this word you can understand finding total means we have to add the given decimals. So as it is a word problem, we have to write the given things. Okay, so first statement will be measure of white cotton cloth, that equals to 13.56 meter. Measure of black cotton cloth equals to 26.6 meter. Measure of cotton cloth equals to question mark. Okay. So these are the statements. Key is our addition. So let's add the given decimals. 13.56 plus 26.60, that equals to 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 6 is 11. 1 here, 1 carry. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 1 is 10. Put the decimal point here. 0 here, 1 carry. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. Therefore, I have carried a row addition. Even you can do column addition if you feel row addition quite difficult. Then this is in terms of meter. Therefore, Measure of, therefore, or you can also write measure of cotton cloth is 40.16 meter, or you can write Karan bought 40.16 meter of cloth in all, and hence the solution.